class, students? Hope everyone are fine, safe at home, doing well. Yes. So in the last class session, we have students. We have started only 3.4 and second week we have done because the second one was a bit larger and I thought it will take some more time. And just we have done that one problem, two problems in the last session. I hope the homework, that only one problem I gave you from the first week. So with that first week we have completely done. First and third you have done as a homework and second and fourth I told you in the class, right? And second week we have also done. Coming to the next third question. So before moving ahead, I request everyone to please open your classworks, term work and pencil. Please copy down question number 3 from page number 39, exercise 3.4. Okay? So before moving ahead, let us see what is the question. The length, breadth and the height of a room are 12 meters, 15 meters and 18 meters respectively. Determine the length of the longest stick that can measure all the dimensions of the room in exactly number of times. So here they are telling, they have given the dimension, the measurements of the height, the measurement of the length, breadth and height. They have given these three values and they are asking us what can be the measure of the longest stick which can be used to measure all the dimensions at a time. So what we will do, we will use this HCF method to find out how much meter of scale long stick we need to measure all these dimensions. Okay. So first, so what will be in our room? What we will have? Length. Yes. So length will be straight, breadth and this will be your height. Okay. Okay. Let us see. Please copy down your question. First, length, breadth and height of a room are 12 meters, 15 meters and 18 meters. So what they have given? Given length, breadth and height. Let us write given length, breadth and height are, what are the length, breadth, height values? That is 12 meters, 15 meter and 18 meters. Okay. Now what they asked, determine the length of the longest stick that can measure all the dimensions of the room in exact number of times. So what is so we need to find the HCF. So what happened, the HCF of this HCF of the given numbers will give you the value of long stick. Okay. Means HCF of the given number will tell you how much measure you want for the long stick. HCF of given number is HCF of the longest number is the longest stick. What is the longest stick here which we use to measure? They are asking now if we find the HCF of the given numbers. What are the given numbers? 12, 15, 18. When we find the HCF of the given numbers, we will get the measurement of the longest stick that it can be used to measure all the dimensions in the room exactly. Okay. So now what we will do, we will divide. Now using HCF, we use division. This is continuous division method. So firstly, what we will do, we will take the first two values. Among these, the larger is 15 and the smaller is 12. So we will divide 15 with 12. So we know 12 is 12, 12 is 24. We have 15, so 12 ones are 12. 2 minus 3, sorry, 2 minus 15 minus 2, 5 minus 2, 3, 1 minus 1 is 0. Now our remainder will turn as divisor, whereas our divisor will turn as dividend. So in 3 table 1 will get 12, yes, 3 4s are 12. 12 minus 12 is 0. So what is the last HCF here? Last divisor here is 3. So HCF of 2, that is only 12 comma 15 is equals to how much? 3. Now we will divide this 18 with 3. Okay. Now I hope you have written now. I am erasing this first part. So it is 3, right? Oh, what was the question? 18. So we are using our last divisor, that is our HCF of 12 comma 15 to divide 18. In 3 table when do we get 18? 3 6 are 18, right? 3 6 are 18. 18 minus 18 is 0. So now what is the HCF? HCF is nothing but our last divisor. HCF is equals to 3. They have given the values in terms of meters, so 3 meters of long stick can be used to measure all the dimensions at a time in exact number of times. Okay. So don't take 6 because HCF is nothing but the last divisor. So the last divisor is 3. That is 3. As the values they have given in meters, so we have written 10. 3 meters of long stick will be required to measure all the dimensions. I hope it is clear. Next, HCF of co-prime numbers 4 and 15 are formed as follows by factorization. So 4 equals to what are co-prime numbers? Co-prime numbers means having the common factor only as 1. Common factor should be only 1. Then we call the two numbers as co-primes. So here they have given for 4. What is the factors for 4? 2 into 2, 15 equals to 3 into 5. Since there is no common prime factor, HCF of 4 and 15 is 0. Is the answer correct? If not, what is the correct HCF? I hope you have written one. This is 4th one, right? 4th solution. Now what they are telling? They said that the factors for 4 are 2 into 2, whereas the factors for 15 are 3 into 5. Definition of co-primes. If you turn your page, you have a definition over here. Co-prime means having the common factor as only 1. In page number 35, you see only two primes are Thus, the number which have only 1 as the common factor are called co-primes or relatively prime. So before in page number 34, they have given the two values, the factors of 3 and 8, and in that the only common number is 1. If the common factor is only 1, then the two numbers we call it as co-primes. Now they are telling that there is no 1, so the common factor is 0. Is it right? No, they have just given the multiple for 4, 2 into 2. But what are the factors of 4? Factors of 4 are 1 4s are 4, 4 1s are 4, 2 2s are 4. Other than that, do we get anywhere 4? No, in 3 table we will not get. Again 4 1s are 4. So 1 2 4 are the factors of 4. The same way for 15. 1 15s are 15, 15 1s are 15. Here itself we are getting the answers right? Next in 2 table we will not get because 2 cents is 14. Next is 3 5s are 15. In 4 table we will not get 15 because 4 4s are 16. In 5 table again 5 is 15. So these are the factors for 4 and 15. Don't we have the common number only 1? Is there any 2 here? Is there any 3 over here? 5, 15? No. So what is the common number here? 1. So we have a common. So this 4 and 15 are nothing but co-primes because it is having the common factor as 1. So what the question they asked is exactly wrong because the answer is no for that. Okay. So no, it is not a factor. You write that no, it is not correct because they asked is it right or wrong, right? No, it is not correct. Now what is the correct? We have to write that, right? So factors of 4. What are the factors? Just now we have seen. Factors of 4 are 1, 2, 4. Same way, this is C. Factors of 15 are 1, 3, 5, 15. This. Now what is the common factor here we have? Common factor. Common factor is 1. Therefore, 1 is the HCF of 4, 15. Because there is any other number to choose among the greatest. Only one number is there, so 1 is only the HCF of 4, 15. I hope it is clear. And the last one. See here, what is the last question? What is the capacity of the largest vessel which can empty the oil from the 3 vessels containing 32 liters, 24 liters and 48 liters and exact number of times? This is same as just we have done length, breadth and height. Same way we will find out, that is by using common division method. Okay? I hope you have written one. And the last one from this exercise. problems I am explaining over here. Okay. So now they are telling there is a larger vessel which has the capacity to take all the this many liters, like 32 liters, 24 liters, and 48 liters. It can empty all three other vessels. Means that much capacity it is having to hold all that. How many liters of maybe it is a water or diesel or petrol something. Okay. So it is having that much of capacity. Now we need to find how many. They asked, right? What they are saying? From three vessels containing this many liters, and exact number of times. How many number of times can it exactly take? So to find out, firstly we will let us write what they gave. Capacity of three vessels, right? So for fifth one, let us see capacity of three vessels is how much? 24. So the first is 32. I am writing L for liters now. Next 24 and next is 48. Now what we need to find? HCF. They have three numbers, we will be applied, we will find the HCF. Now HCF of these given numbers will give, let us find out the capacity of larger vessel. HCF of given number is the capacity of larger vessel. As we will find the HCF, the value which we will get that much means that is having, means the larger vessel is having that much of capacity to hold this many liters. Okay. Now first what is it? 32, 24, 48. Now what we will do? See, first we will take the first two numbers 32 and 24. Among these the smallest is 24. So that is our divisor and 32 is our dividend. 24 ones are 24, 24 twos is 48. We don't know 48, so 24 ones are 24. 4 we cannot subtract from 2. Now if you borrow 2, this is 12. 12 minus 4 is 8. 2 minus 2 is 0. Now this becomes our divisor and our 24 will become our dividend. Right? In 8 table when do we get 24? 8 ones are 8, 8 is 16, 8 threes are 24. 24 minus 24 is how much? 0. Now our HCF of the first two numbers is what? HCF of 24, 32 is how much? 8. Because the last divisor is 8, right? Now let us divide this 48 with 8. Okay? I am erasing this now. Now using this 8, because that is the last divisor, we will divide 48. In 8 table when do we get 48? 8 6 are 48. 8 6 are 48. 48 minus 48 is 0. So what is the last divisor? 8. So how much 8 is having the capacity to hold? That is 8 liters of capacity. Is larger vessel is having the capacity to hold the oil. Okay, it's oil, yes, they have given, which can empty the oil from the vessels. So therefore the capacity of larger vessel is capacity of larger vessel is 8 liters. Okay. So with this we have come to an end with our exercise 3.4. So what you are going to do, your homework is only just to go through all the problems today. What we did, 3 problems. So you are going to practice these problems today what we have discussed. Practice problems. Okay. So soon we will meet in our next class. Till then, take care.